This one website is basically the panic button for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You hit the submit, and within 15 days, they either fix it or delete it. And barely no one knows about it. So let me show you how it works. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hey, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're going to be talking about this secret portal. But in order to leverage this secret portal, I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process of fixing your credit so you can leverage it, right, to knock the credit bureaus out. And if you're ready to knock Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax out, make sure you hit that like button. All right? So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We're going to get straight into it. In order to leverage that secret portal, I'm going to walk you through the entire process to remove negative accounts so you can have better credit. All right. I'm basically going to go through the blueprint so you can increase your credit score and do the things that you need to do. So whether that's trying to get a house, trying to get a car, or trying to get funding, whatever that looks like, I want to help you out and guide you through this whole entire process. So what we got to do is do some things first so you can increase your credit score and, of course, knock the credit bureaus out. But I want to let you know that Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and a lot of people are lying on you. And I'm going to show you why they are lying on you, because you have to see this information. So the reason why I know they're lying on you is because according to this law right here, and you can Google it as well. So go to 15 USC 1681 and Google this specific law. And then from there, what we want to do is go here, okay? You're going to click on that, and then you're going to click on the subchapter, okay? And then from there, what you want to do, of course, is go down to E, compliance and procedures, and then B, right? Now, let's read this specific law so you can understand what I'm talking about. So whenever, this is just one of the laws. So once you understand this law, basically, when we go through this entire process, I'm going to be referencing this law and many other laws so we can knock the credit bureaus out. But whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedure to assure maximum possible accuracy. I'm gonna read that again. Maximum possible accuracy, not a little bit, maximum, right? Of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates, okay? Now, remember that specific law, okay? Now, from there, now that you know that specific law, I'm gonna show you why Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, somebody is lying on you, okay? And I'm gonna break down all this, analyzing your report, the backdoor cheat code, knocking the snitches out. There are people talking on you, right? Sending out your first letter and how to create it so you can knock them out, leveraging the secret portal so you can remove negative accounts off your report. So first things first, what we want to do is analyze your report. So in order to analyze your report, you want to get access to your secret report. I call it a secret report, but you want to get access to your smart credit report. Now the link is going to be pinned to the comments and to the description to get access, okay? So go to that, get access to your secret credit report. Now, once you have access to your secret report, you want to review everything. This is very important, and I'm going to walk you through the process, right? But check your personal information, because 9 times out of 10, and I'm going to show you another website that's going to show you more information about your personal information that you don't even realize that's incorrect. You're going to see different variations of your first name, last name, your address, and a lot of stuff is going to be messed up. So you want to also clean this up as well. All right. So as you're doing this, of course, you're going to review all the negative accounts, right? You're going to review your accounts, open accounts, close accounts, review everything. Just make sure that, hey, these accounts belong to me. So review everything, make sure they're, yours. Okay. Because sometimes you might have accounts on your credit report that doesn't belong to you. It might belong to, let's just say, if you're a twin, it might belong to your brother or sister. Or if you're a junior or senior, it might belong to your dad, right? Or somebody else. So just check your information to see, all right, make sure all these things belong to me, okay? Now, after you review your accounts, you also want to examine your payment history as well, because sometimes your payment history can be incorrect on your credit report. So you want to review that as well. So make sure all that is correct. Review, take notes. And I'm going to show you what you need to do, but I'm telling you to review everything. You want to examine your report. Most people don't even look at their credit report. Most people don't understand that, hey, there's information that's being reported wrong. And that's probably the reason why you're getting denied. They're not reporting information. One of the reasons why you probably got denied for if you ever apply for anything, okay? Now, you also want to assess your credit utilization. Very important because we're going to be breaking this down later on, but 30% of your credit score goes around credit card debt, right? So if your utilization is high, guess what? You're missing out on points. So what we want to do is I'm going to show you how to take care of that, but you have to take care of that as well. Now, the next thing you want to do is check public records, right? Also check inquiries as well on your report. All right, do you have inquiries that actually are yours? And I'm going to show you what to do so you don't have to wait 2 years for it to fall off your report, right? I'm going to break all this down. But most importantly, I want you to review everything, analyze everything, make sure everything belongs to you, make sure everything is correct on your credit report. This is very important, okay? Now, after you do that, now what you want to do is, I'm basically going to walk you through the process. All right. Here, you review everything. Also identify, make sure, all right, you review all the accounts. Also, one more thing, identify the negative information on your credit report as well. So make sure that, hey, I got these collections, I got these accounts that are closed, charged off, whatever the case may be, that, hey, these belong to me, these are mine, these are like pinpoint the negative information as well, okay? Now, examine each account that's attached. Examine every negative account on your report as well. Because what you're going to see is, remember that law, 15 USC 1681 EB, share the tab. Remember this specific law? Whenever a consumer reporting agency, expand, TransUnion, Equifax, and not just any, because like, we're going to be talking about those snitches. So LexisNexis, CoreLogic, all these different places are supposed to prepare your report and make sure it's assured maximum possible accuracy, right? Consumer reporting agency. So what you're going to do now is just review all the negative accounts, right? Because you saw the law. Now review every single negative account on your report. And what you're going to see is the discrepancies of what I'm talking about. Remember it said assure maximum possible accuracy? Remember that? Now, if you look at your smart credit report, right, is it assuring maximum possible accuracy? You already know. That's why I said somebody is lying on you, okay? So you reviewed your account. Now what you want to do is what I call the backdoor cheat code. You're going to see stuff that most people don't see, most people don't even look at. So you're going to create a free account with Experian. You're going to create a free account with TransUnion. You're going to create a free account with Equifax, right? And when you create a free account with them, you're going to see stuff in the back door of that, the information that is attached to your credit report, the information that is incorrect on your report as well. What you're going to do is once you go to Experian, right? You go to Experian and you're going to see, you look at Experian, you go into the Experian account. You're going to go all the way down and click on Help Center. Right now, once you click on Help Center, from there, you're going to do is click on File a Dispute. And then from there, you're going to click on Start a New Dispute, okay? From there, what we want to do is look at the information. So your name. Now I'm going to show you what you need to do, but you're going to look at your name, okay? You're going to see different variations of your name in Experian. You're going to see different variations of your name with TransUnion. You're going to see different variations of your name with Equifax. Now, some of these, and you're going to screenshot this, okay? Very important. Screenshot the information because I'm going to show you what you need to do to dispute some of this information, okay? Because you're not going to be able to dispute some of this online. Yes, you can dispute some of your personal information and it will get removed within 24 to 48 hours and sometimes even quicker than that. But some of them you're not going to be able to dispute, and I'm going to show you how to leverage this secret portal to go ahead and clean up your personal information. I got you, all right? So screenshot this, very important, okay? Now, once you screenshot this personal information, you also want to review your addresses, okay? Very important to review your addresses on your credit report as well, because you're going to have incorrect addresses on your report as well. Review your personal information. Review your names, review your addresses, not only on Experian, but you also want to go on TransUnion. You also want to go on Equifax, okay? And then from there, also review your phone number, okay? Once you review your phone number, you're going to see your phone numbers are probably going to be incorrect, old, whatever the case may be. You also want to get that removed as well. You want to have one name. Sorry, I forgot to say this. You want to have one name, of course, on your report. First name, middle name, or middle initial, last name. If you're a junior or senior, you want to have your first, full name, right? And then from there, you want to have one address on your report. You want to have one job history. You want to have one phone number. All that's important because if let's just say somebody looking at your credit report that's approving you for certain things. They want to see that, hey, this person is stable. All right. You don't want to have addresses, you're over here, over here. You look unstable to the banks. Okay. So clean all this up. Now from there, you also want to check. Another thing you can do is check to see what address is attached to negative accounts on your report. So you can see the addresses that are attached to the accounts on your credit report. Okay. But from there, you're not going to be able to dispute some of these addresses because they're attached to accounts. And if you don't live there, you can still get it removed from your report. Okay. Now, what we want to do next is leverage the secret portal, which is the CFPB. All right. Now, from there, I'm going to basically walk you through that process. Hold on. I'm walk you through that process of how to do all of this because I got you. I want to see that you get a better credit score. So I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process of, well, mostly some of the parts of fixing your credit. Because if I walk you through the whole entire, we're going to be here for about 2 hours, 3 hours, all right? Talking about how to do everything, okay? So from there, what we want to do is, of course, I'm going to show you how to go to the CFPB. First, Google CFPB, create a free account with the CFPB, all right? And then from there, you can create a free account. And then if you already have an account with them, all you got to do, of course, is just click on, once you're in the back portal of the CFPB, your secret portal, what we want to do is scroll all the way down to what I call right here is credit reporting, okay? And then from there, you're going to click on credit reporting again, all right? Now, from there, what we want to do, of course, is as it populates, all right, we're going to click on incorrect information on our report, okay? Which best describes your problem? Information belongs to someone else. Personal information is incorrect. Information is missing. Public. So most of the time, is this right here, personal information. We're talking about this right now. All right. So personal information incorrect. All right. Have you already tried to fix this problem with the company? Most likely you have because you disputed online to remove the personal information off your report. All right. Yes. Have you tried? If you haven't tried to fix this problem, you can click on no as well. Did you request information from the company? What information did you request? What information did you request is basically to clean up the personal information, the incorrect name, the incorrect addresses, everything on my report. Then come and provide you with the information, either yes or no, right? That's basically on you. All right. So then from there, you want to click on next. Okay. Now from there, what we want to do is describe the problem. So you can say, hey, I went to Experian, I went to TransUnion, and I went to Equifax, and I noticed that I have different variations of my first name, my middle name, last name. I have different variations of my entire name. I have different addresses on my report that doesn't belong to me. I no longer live there, whatever the case may be. Only you know this information. I have phone numbers that don't belong to me. I have job history on my credit report that doesn't belong to me. All right. So what would be a fair resolution for this issue? A fair resolution, a fair resolution for this issue is, of course, removing this off my report, right? So delete these addresses, delete these names, delete this phone number, delete this job. You don't got to put the thing to say remove these personal information, and I have attached the information that I want removed, okay? So remove this stuff off my report, right? Remove this personal information off my report. And then from there, what we want to do is click on select a file to upload, okay? Once we click on select a file to upload, walk you through this, click on select the file to upload. And then from there, what we want to do is click on next. Very important, okay? Now, once we click on, put something right here. Once we click on, I forgot to do one more thing. The screenshots, remember the screenshots you took of the different variations of your first name, middle name, different variations of your name? You want to attach that. So attach the different variations, the incorrect addresses, everything that you are talking about. You can also put it on the letter, but you can screenshot it and upload everything, okay? Now, once you screenshot, upload everything, then we want to click on next. My bad. All right. Got ahead of myself. So now what we want to do, of course, is what company you want to complain with. All right. So you're going to look up Experian and put Experian. Okay. I got you. Experian Information Solutions Incorporation. And then you're going to click on social, name as appears, date of birth. All right. You're going to put all this on your, you're going to click on everything. You're going to fill everything out. Do you want to complain with another company? Yes. All right. What company do you want to complain with? TransUnion, this one right here. Have you already tried to fix it? Yes. All right. Then from there, you want to click on social, name as a pair, date of birth. Do you want to claim with another company? Yes. All right. And then we're going to look up Equifax. Equifax, I don't like that. Equifax. And then from there, have you already tried to fix this problem? Yes. All right. And then social, name as a parent, date of birth, click on next, review everything, make sure everything's good to go, and then click on submit. And then Experian, TransUnion, Equifax have 15 days to respond back to the CFPB, and you're going to start seeing your personal information come off ASAP. All right. Now, from there, the next thing what we want to do is leverage this right here. Okay. I'm going to walk you through the entire process of leveraging this next. All right. So, knocking the snitches out. All right. People that talking and talking and talking. All right. So who are the snitches? There are a lot of people that are reported information. There's a lot of people making money off of your personal information that you have no idea about. All right. So I'm going to show you how to freeze them, how to obtain your report. And you don't have to obtain all the different reports to freeze everybody. I'm going to talk about the main ones. But from now, I want to show you all the people that have information about you. Okay. So from there, as you can see, this is like the main people that if you apply for a job, hey, this is the information that they got information on you. So you can check it out yourself. It's up to you. But these are the main places. You want to screenshot it as well. Screenshot this. All right. So employment, this is for employment. Now, if you're trying to apply for an apartment, and you're trying to figure out, all right, what's on my report? Hey, check these out, okay? Here's a list of all the people. Now, of course, I don't know all of them, but these are the main ones for an apartment, right? So you can check these out to see, all right, what information is being reported about me when it comes to applying for an apartment, okay? Now, if you're trying to get a bank account, these are like, hey, the main things, or if you're trying to apply for a bank account, these are the people, the secondary agencies, the snitches, people that are talking about you are right here. All right. Checks. Most of you already know about check system, early warnings, but here are some other places that check it as well. All right. Now, PPI, right? Personal property insurance. This is right here. So these are the places as well. Medical. This is for medical. Now, low income subprime. So they're basically categorizing you. And if you're in a low income subprime, like they basically, hey, this is the information. All right. Now, reports, advanced resolution services, CoreLogic, Innovis, like these are the places that are got extra reports on you that are reporting information that is making money on you as well. Utility reporting, this is the place. Now, these are the corporations that are telling on you. All right. So these are the places that we want to shove. These are the places that we want to order our report. These are places we want to, check as well. These are places we want to also dispute information that's reporting incorrect. Because remember the law that we read, right? Remember that specific law. 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB. Whenever a consumer report agency, these right here, consumer report agencies, right, prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedures to ensure maximum possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates. So when you look at, let's just say, an Innovis report, and you look at your credit report, right, which you most likely you're going to see that, hey, this information is incorrect. Somebody is lying. Somebody's reported incorrect information. So who is it? So you can leverage that to, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. But what we want to do, of course, is hush them up, right? Hush them up. So you can Google freeze Innovis credit report, right? And then from there, you're just going to freeze them, go through each one that we just showed and freeze them. All right. And then from there, here's just another example of what I talked about. Now, you also want to obtain your report as well. So you can, put the specific consumer reporting or the specific company and then say, hey, I want to order the report. And then you're going to be able to get access to the report. Now, once you look at it, I want you also to dispute some of that information because, like I said before, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax show this, and then this place is showing this. So you could also file a complaint with the CFPB if they're reporting the wrong information. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. That's going to be later on. But for right now, I'm just showing you how to obtain your report so you can check it out. So you're going to go to the secret portal to do this, but I'm going to walk you through the entire process later on once you create. I'm going to walk you through it later on. But for right now, I just want you to see that information for now. Now, the next thing you want to do is, of course, do opt-out pre-screen, right? Now, because as you're fixing your credit, you're going to get tempted. And I don't want you to get tempted. Everybody get tempted when it comes to fixing your credit. You're going to get these different pre-approval offers, but they're going to be stuff that you don't really need. All right. So you're going to get credit card offers, different loan offers right now as you're fixing your credit. But Don't apply. So you don't get tempted, go to optoutprescreen.com, okay? I'm going to show you opt out. You can always opt back in. So optoutprescreen.com, you're going to be on this specific site, all right? Now, what we want to do is, of course, click here to opt out. And then you're going to put your information. Oops. You're going to put your information. You're opting out for 5 years. Now, as you can see, you can always opt back in to get those different offers. And if you want to opt out permanent, that's all up to you. But what you want to do right for now is just opt out for the next 5 years, okay? And then click on continue. All right. Now, next process of fixing your credit. Now, as you opt out, you want to now create your first letter. All right. So now I'm going to show you what you need to do to create your first letter, how to create the perfect letter to knock the credit bureaus out. So what we want to do, of course, is understand the law. So you understood, you saw the law. Now remember, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here to show you what's going on. Okay. Now you saw the law, right? 15 USD. Now there's multiple other laws that can help you remove it. But the one right now is the one that you're leveraging first. It's 15 USC 1681 EB. Right now, there is a procedure that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax have to follow when you dispute accounts, and they have to follow this specific procedure. Okay. Go to 15 USC, Google this, and then from there, you're going to go to right? Procedure in case of disputed accuracy. So what you're doing is disputing the accuracy of the account, right? Like I said before, somebody's lying on you. So the accuracy is incorrect. Now, these are the laws that they have to follow when it comes to when you're disputing, and you can review, you can read it and review all these specific laws, okay? We're not going to go over every specific law, but this is what Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, LexisNexis, and anybody else that's reporting information about you have to follow, okay? Now, from there, what we want to do next, of course, is create our first letter, all right? So create our first letter. I'm going to walk you through this. So you want to gather the intel, gather the information to be able to create your first letter. Now, remember when I told you to review every single negative account on your report? Here's why. You're going to screenshot the negative accounts and you're going to put it on your letter. This has been increases. This specific method has been helping people remove negative items off of their report. All right. So this is the law and this is the letter, right? I'm going to show you how to get access to this letter, but you want to screenshot that, right? So this is how you get access to this letter. Go to freeseekerletter.com, right? You're going to input your information and it's going to send you the letter in your email. All right. So just be patient. It takes a little bit of time. And then once you click on submit, check your email, but it's also going to tell you to go get your secret report, which is your smart credit report. All right. Just letting you know before somebody says you lied or I never got the letter. It's going to go to your email, check your spam. All right. Or check your inbox. Should be in your inbox within like 2 to 3 or 5 minutes. But I'm also going to send you to another website to get access to your report so you can leverage that if you haven't already got access to your smart credit report. Okay. And then from there, you're going to keep copies of this, okay? Now, you're going to put I forgot, to create a letter, but you're going to, of course, get the account that is negative, all the negative accounts, put it on there. You're going to put the account name and account number, and you're going to get that from your from your smart credit report, right? You're going to put the account name and account number and add it right here, all right? You're going to do that for every single negative account. And then from there, you're going to keep copies of this, okay? Take a picture, whatever you need to do, because it's going to be very important to leverage later on, all right? And then from there, what we want to do, of course, is include identification. So you're going to have your driver's license, proof of residency. You're going to have all that on your report, okay? You're going to have all that with your letter, sorry. Driver's license, proof of residency, as well as you can also attach your social security card. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can do your passport. Just add 3 forms of identification, because what Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax are doing is saying, hey, we need more identification. And you can also, I forgot to say, you can also get this letter notarized as well. So you can go to, I believe, the library, some other places do it for free. So you can check it out, get it notarized as well, because like I said before, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax like to play crazy. They're not really trying to do an investigation. So whatever they're trying to do, they're trying to stall this entire process. So I'm going to walk you through. So in order to, not get stalled, right? Attach more identification. Make sure you attach it with your letter, and then you use certified mail. The reason why you use certified mail is because Experian, TransUnion, Equifax could say they never received your letter. Now we just wasted 30 days because now they can say, hey, I never got your letter. So send it certified. Make sure you keep a copy of the certified, of the actual receipt of when you go to the post office, so you can have the tracking number with it. All right. So from there, the next thing you're going to do, of course, is wait 35 days, right? According to the law, they have 30 days to complete the investigation, and then they have 5 days to mail the investigation back to you. Okay. Now, it usually doesn't take them 35 days. You'll probably receive it within like 20 to 30 days. You might receive your investigation. There's going to be a big letter. I mean, there's going to be a big investigation packet of what happened. All right. So usually some of the stuff is going to come back verified. We're going to be talking about that, but we didn't ask to check if the account belonged to us. We're going to have that conversation. I'm just walking through this whole entire process. All right. So as you're waiting, right, this is very important. As you're waiting, you want to be creating a debt repayment plan. All right. Now you want to build a plan. We're going to be talking about a sleep well or not account. It's basically an emergency fund. And then you're going to save for your future self. So when you get older, 60, 65, 70, you're going to be thankful to your younger self that you actually saved money. All right. Now, from there, I'm going to show you how to build up a plan, how to do everything. First thing you want to do, of course, assess your debt. Now, once you have access to your smart credit report, you're going to see, you can click on to see, all right, I think it's Boost Score, if I'm not mistaken, right? Boost Score, and you're going to see the debt as far as when it comes to your credit card debt, right? Because when you fix this or pay down your credit card debt, you're going to see the increase of your credit score. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. So future score, if this person pays down $620, their credit score is going to be at a 702, right? Right, based off of their TransUnion report. Okay. Now, when you look at your report, you're going to see the credit cards that are associated to your credit. I mean, you're going to see the accounts that are associated that you need to pay down, that you need to take care of, which is going to be very important as you're waiting. And there's some other things you want to be doing. Now, if you don't have no credit cards, or if you don't have nothing, I'm going to show you some places you can go to do this. But for right now, review this, check it out, look at to see what you got to pay down, to see what your score will look like once you pay this down. Hey, it's going to be very important. Okay. Now, prioritize this debt. All right. This credit card, I can pay this down. This one, this one, this one. All right. Just list all the credit cards that you have and also the debt that you owe that, hey, all right, I'm going to take care of this one first, take care of this one. Start with the smallest one. You can leverage Dave Ramsey's thing, right? So I got this one, and I want to take care of these specific debt. All right. Because like I said before, the credit card debt is going to help improve your credit score the quickest. So the quicker you pay down your credit card debt, the quicker you're going to see an improvement of your score. Okay. Now you can create an automated budget when it comes to this, right? So you can look at your stuff and you're like, all right, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to set this up to pay a little bit more to this specific account, to this specific account. And you can do all this as well. And for your sleep well not account, you can, put like most people say, I don't have money put away, but you can start saving $1 per month, $1 per paycheck, right? $2 and start increasing that. Okay. Just start small. I'm not telling you to, change your whole lifestyle to start saving, right? You can just start small with $1, $2, $3. You owe it to yourself. You're doing all this work. You're working. Save for your later self because you're going to need it later on. All right. Just here to remind you. All right. You're a grown person. If you don't want to, that's up to you. But set this up automatically. Now I'm going to show you a place you can do this as well. That like, hey, if you send this money over here, it's going to take a while. It's not going to take a long time to get it, but it takes like 24 hours. Once you set it up, if you need the money for emergency, you can get it within like 24 hours, 24, 48 hours. All right. So remember, I'm not a financial advisor. You're going to create a plan with Charles Schwab and you're going to talk to them, but just recommending them because, that's what I use. So Charles Schwab, all right, you can open up an account with them, or you can, of course, go on here, set it up, but you can also, schedule an appointment to do everything. So it's going to, step 2, complete your registration. Step 3, schedule an appointment with them, have a conversation with them, talk about what you're trying to do. You're trying to build a retirement plan later on for your life. So Another thing you want to do as well is if you have money, let's just say in your savings account, in your bank account, you might as well let it start inquiring interest. So you can get a money market account, go talk to Charles Schwab advisor, and it'll break down because, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but this money that's in your savings account, that's in your bank account, you can put it in a Charles Schwab account and it can get interest. Um, as your money is sitting, you can make money as it's sitting in the account. All right. So you could talk to them about it. All right. Just walk you through it. You can buy it. Now, I don't know if this is the correct, but this was, back then, probably a little bit different now. Might be a little bit higher, might be a little bit lower. Check it out. And if you buy it's zero, like there's no minimum investment. As you can see, this is $1 million for this specific, but for this one, for this specific interest, you can, you need no specific amount required to get this. Okay. Now from there, like I said, you can, YouTube on how to buy this, or you can talk to an advisor to show you that's going to how to buy this. But from there, I just want to show you what you need to do. Now, in order to save for your future self, there are specific things you want to invest in, right? So you can talk to them about different mutual funds, the S&P 500. There are different things out there that's going to help you. So just have a conversation with them. Hey, I want to, I'm thinking about the S&P 500. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this. All right. Talk to an advisor. Talk to the financial advisor. They're here to help you, and they're going to break it down and going to tell you how to invest your money for your future self. All right. Now, from there, as you're waiting, another thing, in order to, of course, pay down your debt, of course, you gotta have to increase your income, right? So look at the last 90 days of your statements. I know it's gonna be like, man, but the faster way to do this is, of course, go to your checking account, download the statements, and you can leverage ChatGPT to analyze your actual last 90 days, and it's going to break down money that you could have put away or invest into paying down credit card debt or doing something, whatever that you like doing. You're going to see that, oh man, I'm spending money over here, I'm spending money, like, oh man. So fix that up. All right. You can also sell some old things that you don't use no more. What I did was I sold my shoes. I couldn't work extra because I was in the United States Navy, but I did Uber. I did some extra shift to pay some of my credit card debt down. Okay. So it's all up to you on what you want to do, how extreme you want to go for this. All right. Not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you some examples of what to do. All right. Now, how to build a diverse credit profile. Now, what do you really want when it comes to your credit? What makes up your credit score? Create a new relationship. All these different things in order to build up your credit profile. These are the things we're going to go over. All right. So what do you want with your credit? Do you want to get a house? Do you want to get a car? Do you want to get access to $100,000? All right. This is all important because this is going to allow you to set up your credit profile to get the thing that you want. All right. So if you want a car, hey, there are certain things you got to do to get a car. If you want a house, there are certain things you got to do. And we're going to be talking about that. So to buy a house, you don't got to have perfect credit score to buy a house. You just got to have probably a 620 plus higher credit score, right? Of course, the higher your credit score, the better, right? 2 years tax statements, probably 3.5% down. There are some places that have no down payment programs. There are different things out there. Most of the time, this is the first time FHA loan, right? 3 months bank statements, money in your savings account, right? These are some of the things that are required to buy a house, all right? Now, to buy a car, going to need a probably 700 plus credit score to buy a car that you really want, that you want to, like, hey, this is my dream car, whatever the case may be. If you want something, you can have a low credit score, but I don't advise you to do that. Improve it. You can always refinance, but that doesn't make any sense when it comes to a car loan. But do what you want. Proof of income, apply for a local credit. You want to apply at a local credit union if you're trying to get a car, right? Very important because then you have a better interest rate, and then you can always negotiate the sales price when it comes to the car. Now, to get access to business funding, you want to have a 680 or higher credit score. And you don't need all three. This as well. You don't need for buying a car and getting 100K. You don't need all three credit scores to be perfect. Just need to have one of your credit scores to be perfect because there are banks that only pull from Experian. There are banks that only pull from TransUnion. There are banks that only pull from Equifax, right? So once let's just say you have a good credit score on, let's just say Equifax, there are banks that only check Equifax. All right. That's very important. Next, what you want to do, of course, is understand what makes up your credit score, right? So once you understand what makes up your credit score, you can then, all right, do what you got to do to fix it up. So payment history is 35%, amounts owed 30. Like I said, credit card debt. All right, age of credit, 15%, credit mix is 10%, and new accounts is the other 10%. All right, that's the other makeup of your credit score. Now from there, what you want to do is, let's just say you don't have no credit cards, no nothing on your report. I would tell everybody, whether you want to start, like, if you don't have a good relationship with your bank right now, you want to create a new relationship with the bank, because if you have a bad relationship with the bank, guess what? It's going to go based off of your or your old experiences. So if you want, the thing that you're trying to get, whatever that may be, whether that's funding, a new car, a home, like, create a new relationship. If you want to get you want to create a business credit card, you want to create a new relationship with the bank, because now they're not going to judge you based off of your old history, right? So create a new relationship with them, start building that relationship up, putting money in the savings account. You can just open up a savings account and start storing money away. And once it's time to apply for something, then you can apply. But they're more likely to help you rebuild your credit. So just Google local credit union and then give them a call, check them out, see what they have to offer, what kind of credit building programs they have. If they have business credit, like what type of programs, home programs, you can find all this information out. You just got to do a little bit of research. All right. Now I'll start creating videos about like different credit unions, like some of the top ones in each state, different credit unions that can help you out. But for right now, just going over this. All right. Now, of course, schedule an appointment with them. And then, of course, ask these specific questions, create casual conversation. I got you. All right. All right. Ask about the CD program. Ask about the credit builder program. Ask them which credit bureaus do they use based on your goals. Ask them about the loans they have. These are some of the questions you want to ask. All right. And once you get the information, you write it down. So when it's time, you already know that, hey, I need this specific. They check this. I need this. All right. You can ask the questions. They're a human being just like you. They, just have conversation, about the things that you want. All right. And then from there, here are some places that do no credit check, right? So of course, most of the times, credit union, secure loans really don't do a credit check. So find out about that. Boom Pay, Rent Reporters, Rental Karma, Self, Credit Strong, Ava Credit, Grain, Tomo Credit. These are different places that really don't do no credit check. Now, the best one I'll always say is get with a credit union and limit yourself to open up all these different, you don't need all these accounts, right? If you already have accounts that's reporting, if you already have a car loan, if you already have certain things, you don't need to open up more accounts, all right? You don't need to do that, all right? So just open up just one or two if you don't have no open accounts right now. Just showing you some different places. Now, here we go, the knockout method, right? Now, I'm going to be talking about, like, just to say, if Experian, TransUnion didn't respond to you, all right? If they came back verified, or some of the accounts that got removed, like, what do you do next? How do you leverage, okay? When we talking about the knockout method, knocking the credit bureaus out, how to leverage this secret portal to remove some of these the accounts that came back verified, or if they never responded to you, like, what do you do next? All right. So from there, what you want to do is, of course, is go here. All right. Share this tab. I got you. You want to go back to the CFPB and we walk you through, walk you back. All right. So from there, what we want to do is, of course, click on credit reporting again. And then from there, click on next. I got you. All right. It's going to be a little bit different based on what happened. So if they never respond to you, you're going to leverage this, right? So if they never respond to you, problem with company's investigation took until an existing problem. So if they never responded to your letter, they never came back to you, it took more than like 35 days for them to respond to you, you're going to leverage this problem right here, right? You're going to be talking about this problem. Now, if their investigation, let's just say your accounts came back verified, you're going to leverage this. All right. Now, here's the law of why we're doing what we're doing. Okay. So according to this right here, 15 U.S.C. 1681, right? Procedure in case of disputed accuracy. Remember, subject to subsection F, any except as provided in subsection G, if the completeness or accuracy of any item information contained in a consumer file at a consumer reported agency is disputed by the consumer, and the consumer notifies the agency directly or indirectly through a reseller of such dispute, the agency shall, free of charge, conduct a reasonable reinvestigation to determine whether the disputed information is inaccurate and record the current status of the disputed information or delete the item from the file in accordance with paragraph 5, and we're going to be going there, before the end of the 30-day period beginning on the date on which the agency receives a notice of dispute from the consumer or reseller, right? So they have 30 days from the time they received it, right? And then they have 5 days to mail it back. So this is the law that, hey, if they don't do this, now guess what? It's a violation. We go down to I-5. Now, if your accounts came back verified, they didn't fix nothing, because what you didn't ask for them to do is verify the accounts. You didn't say that, hey, this account doesn't belong to me. What you're disputing is based off of the inaccuracy. So I-5, right? So treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. So if after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by a consumer, an item of information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, right, promptly delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify that item of information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation, and promptly, remember, go back. If after any reinvestigation on paragraph 1 of the information disputed by the consumer, an item of information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, right, promptly delete that item of information from the file or modify that information. So that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to either delete it or modify it. When you compare your reports and look at your smart credit report, right, and you compare from last month to this month, you're going to see that they didn't really do that. Okay, usually that's what happens. So now you got them on the ropes. Now you got the laws in your favor to help you to get this account removed from your report. So now what we want to do, you saw the law right there. We saw both of those laws, right? So investigation took more than 30 days, click on that one. Then the investigation did not fix the error on your report, you're going to click on this one. All right. Have you already tried to fix this problem? Yes. All right. Did you request information from the company? Yes. What information did you request? You request for them to do an investigation according to the law and remove these accounts because they're not inaccurate. I mean, they're not accurate. Did the company provide you with the information? Yes or no? No. All right. And then from there, now what we want to do, of course, is create a specific complaint based off of who, what, when, how, everything that happened. All right. So explain everything that happened. So from the time that you sent off the letter, this is very important. You're going to send off the date, right? The date of, like, I sent this letter off and they didn't respond back to me within, 30, 35 days. Just basically break everything down, send letters on this. Here's my tracking. They never responded back within a timely manner, or they never responded back at all. And I have evidence, bam. Or they said everything is verified, but I didn't ask for verification. I said that, hey, these accounts are inaccurate according to this law, 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB, this law. They didn't modify it, they didn't fix it. And you basically break everything down. And then from there, what will be a fair resolution, and delete these accounts. All right. And then what we're going to do is attach the letter that you sent off to Experian TransUnion Equifax, right? Attach the letter, then click on next. All right. And then from there, what we want to do is once you click on next, you're going to do the same exact thing. All right. And I've also talked about, let's just say you had a complaint. If you had, let's just say, your Innovis report and is messed up as well, you can also file a complaint and look up Innovis, all right? Innovis Data Solutions, all right? And you can create a separate complaint saying that, hey, I looked at this report and it's reporting stuff that's not, um, going on Experian training Equifax, like, yo, what's going on? So you can do that as well. So we need that information. Put your, name, social. You want to claim with another company? I meant to tell you to do this earlier. On the last one, not the last one, but prior, you're gonna say you want to claim with another company. No, right? The reason why you don't want to complain with another company, here's why. Experian TransUnion Equifax. Remember, there are accounts that got removed off Experian TransUnion that's still reporting and vice versa. So you only want to complain with a specific company. Got to tell you that. And then when you attach the letter, you only want to attach, let's just say, the company that you're talking about. So if it's Experian, attach, let me show you what I'm talking about so you understand. So you only want to create a complaint only with Experian, okay? You're going to create a complaint with Experian. You're going to attach the letter that you sent off to Experian. If you create a complaint, you're going to go back and do the same thing for TransUnion. Go back and do the same thing for Equifax, all right? And then from there, you're going to click on submit. So we're only going to go complain with one company at a time on this one specific problem. Okay. And then from there, you're going to look up Experian, right? Experian, Information Solutions, Incorporation, name as a peer. Do you want to complain with another company? No. Click on next, review everything, and then click on submit.